Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. So big news today, they have released a new DLC, which is Jaguar. And this is the first time I've loaded into the game since downloading the DLC. I haven't seen any of the cars. Haven't seen any of the cars. Maybe there's some in here? No. So let's bounce over to the auction and I haven't even checked the config files to see if they show up in the auction house or not. I should really do that. Whoops. Okay, so nothing here. Oh look, there's one of those Bizzarinis. And nothing here either. Huh. Okay, I want to get out of here entirely. I'm trying to remember to cut out the loading screens because they've started taking longer. Okay, and I doubt that any of them are going to show up here by default. I should have gone in to look at the config files first and see if any of the Jaguars can even show up here. That's a bolt rollet, I think. This is not looking promising. Wait, there's a car there. That might be a F1. Now this is probably that Ribson. It is. Still looking for the 350 or 370Z. I keep forgetting which one it actually is in the game, as well as the GTR. There's looks like a Salem Flammo over there. And this is the Hellcat? No, this is like the... Oh yeah, it is, the Edgewood Hellcat. That's actually a fun car to do. It's really easy. And it's the kind of car that I prefer. What are you? Tamago? And this looks like the Calliope. The Calliope. That car would build out pretty strongly back in the day. Bolt Atlanta. Oh, and this is the Ferrari. Okay, I think, just for the sake of argument at this point, I think I'll do that Ribson Z350 or 530 or whatever it was. If I can remember where it was at. Okay, so this of course is a base game car. F-spec. And you have what engine? I don't think there's any there's no swap options for this anyway. V6 DOHC, and it is currently 6,700. Estimated value 68. So I don't care, I'm buying it anyway. Okay, and it's outside. I put away the Sylvia. In the intervening time, I did another Fairlady Z, which I didn't sell. I'm going to end up like I am in Tank Mechanic Simulator, where I keep every single one of these I find. Because in Tank Mechanic Simulator, I've kept every Panther tank that I come across. I think I have 12 of them now, for no reason other than just because I want to. And this is always a good place to start, because it doesn't cost you anything to do it. It used to be that it cost you like $1,000 or $500 to do the interior detailing, and now it's free. And there's like no body parts on this thing. One of these days I'm going to remember See, I keep doing that. They put that in a different place than where it used to be, and I keep hitting the wrong thing when I'm trying to do interior assembly. And let's see, that's the only body part I could possibly repair. Can't repair windows or lights, and that's 3%, so it's garbage. Oh, look, there's a fender on there that I didn't take off. And I think that some of these are actually going to be tuning parts. Yeah, like that one. I wonder if, yeah, I gotta get that from the other place. I wonder if I bought the trunk window. I didn't. And license plates too, I'm going to need those. went too far back. Right fender, right fender, right fender. That should get us body 100% at this point. Yep. We didn't have most of the exhaust. I think this might be a rather fast car at this point, or it's going to be pretty fast when it's done. Since we can do the full performance exhaust, a lot of times you don't get to do that. Must be a... Is there a clip on there? No, there isn't. I'll make a stab at repairing some of those things. Let's see, air filter and clips. Wait, I don't want to put that in yet. Okay, let's see if we can salvage any of that stuff. Okay, so what? Didn't get the radiator. The fuses, that's fine, we expected that. Radiator fan housing and fan. There's like 5 of those Relay Cs. And also the box lid, should be box A. Okay, so that's... I always like to get all the chassis work done before getting into the mechanical work. And I'm curious, it was what, 6,800 the last time I looked at it? So, okay, so we paid 67 and we're at 34 right now. So it would be a nice, tidy profit if I sold it right this instant. Of course, I'm not going to do that. Now that I like. Boy, that really turned into a good-looking car. I'm really pleased with that. I'll paint the rims, but I may not go with chrome for this, since the car is already silver. Maybe it would look good if I can achieve like a gunmetal gray. I think there's a color that's close to that. Alright, so far so good. Of course, it has to have the most complicated rear end. This one is going to be, at least this hasn't changed from 2018. It's 16 bushings, 8 of each, small and large. I have a feeling this rim is not going to be repairable. It looks pretty bad. Shock absorber A, so there's only going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bushings for the front. You know, I really enjoyed that whole... I kind of enjoyed the whole WD-40 thing. Did I just take something else off? No, I didn't. Anyway, I kind of enjoyed the whole WD-40 thing at the beginning. But I think it's getting a little bit tedious now. Especially since if you're using an impact wrench, it's not going to matter. %, on that transmission. We'll probably be able to fix it and sell it. Let's get the tires dismounted. We actually have all 4 wheels this time. We don't usually have all 4. %, on that one. $27 on that one. This one was red though. Oh, the rim is 17. The tire was 8. That one is going to be shot. Yeah, look at the rim on that. %, on that rim. And how much is it worth now to strip down? 29. So we lost, what? It was 36. So we lost, what, $7,000 in value, taking all the junk parts off? Oh, what the hell am I doing? I think this is one of those ones where there's like, oh no, there's a head on there. This car is getting a... This car is going to be getting a... This car is going to be getting an essentially new engine at this rate. Crankshaft 29, the block is 12, so we're not going to get the the block back. Flush these. And there weren't any bearings, there weren't any caps in it. I think there were 3 of these, weren't there? There weren't any spark plugs, so I'll get those. And I want to nuke all the bushings. Make sure I have the correct number. There's 8 of these. $16 of these. I noticed too that you can go, it used to be that it topped out at 20, but you can keep going. I'm not sure what the maximum number of parts you can buy is. 50. Yeah, it used to be 20, now it's 50. I know I need these and these. Front sway bar and rear sway bar B. Let's see, there's 4 hub bearings. Two caps. Basically what I'm doing now is I'm buying stuff that I know is not repairable. That front wheel hub is shot. Everything here that's red is shot. And the rear springs are not repairable anyway, so we'll flush that. Okay, and that should cover everything except, everything except what just wasn't there to begin with. Okay, there's 5 pages of this stuff, so bear with me while I go through it. That one there almost got me, and I've got to do it again. not too bad. I made it through there without breaking anything. Let's see, it occurs to me I need to get this stuff. Did I get that off there? I did. Okay, so brakes. I know I need pads. Not do that one yet. I'm going to replace the brakes anyway. The discs, I mean. Okay, 4 of these. I saw a patch note update that they have improved the braking of the new performance brakes. So we'll have to see if that's true. Because I didn't feel like they improved anything at all. Let's see, I need that, and that, and that. 2 of these. So that's engine head A. Surely there's a engine head B. I'm operating on the assumption that I need all of these for this car. Rim Modern 0218. And I need to look at these tires. 225 and 245. And we'll go with race tires. 225, 45, 18. Then 245, 45, 18. And let's see, 225, 45, 18, that matches that. 245, 45, 18 matches that. No, that. So we're good to go. So I bought one too many of those, that's fine. Okay. This is that weird engine too. Because I did one of these for a customer story order, and it was the first time I'd actually worked on the engine. This is the first time I've built one from the ground up. This should be a whole lot more of a beast, since the one I did before wasn't done with performance parts. Yeah, none of this stuff is in here, which is annoying. I think I bought too many of those camshafts. Okay, this is that weird one I remember now, where it got this big camshaft cap, and then there's a rocker arm that goes in there. Now putting that on there now is really out of order. Now, are these rocker arm A? Are these both rocker arm A? They are. And this is where we need a bunch of individual caps. There's 8 of those. Alternator, cam gears, fuel pump, water pump rather. This is really an interesting engine to put together. I think it's unique in the game, or it's certainly new. There was nothing like this before. And now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need coils here. And this thing has just a million bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think I lost count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So there are 17 bolts. It's so weird that the oil pan waits till the last minute to go on. I think it's just going to be belts, probably a belt tensioner. Okay, looks done to me. Doing stuff wildly out of order for me. Pretty sure I have most of everything here. There may be a piece or two missing. guess I didn't buy brake pads. I'm not gonna put the calipers on yet either, because I want to paint the calipers, because I think they're going to be easily visible through the rims. And of course I want to paint the rims as well. The suspension arm rear end I still find rather tedious to do, because there's so much to it. But it does, I have to admit, it does look pretty good when it's all done. Look at that. Got the drivetrain all hooked up. Don't even have any wheels on it. I think I might actually be missing one of those front wheel hubs. This is what I shoot for, though, man. I want to have everything I need when I get going, because it means there's no slowdowns. You just punch right through it. And I didn't have that part. Sometimes the junkyard cars come missing parts that you don't realize that you're missing them until you need them. I think. So yeah, don't need that, or that, or that. And that leaves me with 4 calipers and 4 rims. Which way? This way. I think these, I'll make them. I think I can get it brighter. No, not really. It's about as bright as it gets. I love that you can do this now. I mean, you could paint individual body parts somewhat before, but never really as much as you can now. Okay, what do I want to do? You know, I think that will work. I think that will work just fine. Look at that. My God, I think that's going to be perfect. One of these days I really want to do one with like a metallic blue or something. Maybe if I find another one of those Toyota Corolla lookalikes, I forget what it's called. Oh my God, I can't get over how good that looks. That's incredible. And I want the 245s back here. See, look, that shows through there pretty well. I thought it would, and I think it's going to be a good little bit of color underneath the metallic silver. Which tire did I just put on there? Oh, I did. I put a 225 on there. Okay, that looks really, really good. I'm really, really pleased with this. I can't wait to see what it looks like outside. I am getting a little bit tired of the fluid addition thing. It was unique at first, but now it feels like busy work. Okay, and that should be 100% across the board. I didn't want to look at that screen yet. Yep, 100% across the board. Perfect. there, and now it'll drive in a straight line. Look at that. It's looking at the ground. I'm not convinced the headlamp alignment does anything except for when it's in a story order. Look at the color on this thing under the lights in here. That just looks really, really good. I'm just really pleased with it. Where am I going? I want to go there. I didn't dyno the last one of these I worked on, the one that was for the customer order. I thought about it, but I didn't do it. Let's see what we get here. That's not too bad. 510 horsepower from 314. That's 197 extra horsepower. Almost double, of course, would have been what? 628, which would have been terrifying. And a lot of torque. It's gonna accelerate hard. I think I could do without this divot right here. I don't know what purpose that's meant to serve. Some kind of airflow, I'm sure, but it just looks like something. It looks like something hit it, like the car drove underneath somebody's tail, drove underneath somebody's the back end of a truck like that and hit the tail hitch. Does this thing have a tail hitch? No, but it looks kind of like somebody drove underneath one of these things and put a dent in their bumper. And it seems like this body line right here looks strange. Other than that, though, I'm really impressed with how good this car looks. Even the spoiler is not too bad. I'd prefer something a little bit lower profile, but it looks all right. Has a manual transmission gear shifter. Is there a clutch? I always like to look and see if there's actually a clutch in these cars, because sometimes there isn't. Yeah, clutch pedal. And let's go out here and see how fast it goes. Okay. I'm glad I put it in metallic. And I really like the way the wheels are just, they're still shiny, but they're not overpowering the car. And the calipers show up through there, just a little bit of red, not enough to unbalance the whole thing. All right, let's see if I can control this thing. Tracking nice and straight, which is what I want. I hate when they get all squirrely and they shoot off to the side. I think we might exceed the top speed we had achieved before. Yep, we did. I tried to brake to not fly off the end of the runway, but yeah, I guess at 200 plus miles an hour you have to apply the brakes sooner. It seems like at first, when you romped on the brakes like this, it would leave skid marks, and now it's not doing it anymore. That's odd. That's okay, that's what I wanted to know. I mean, I don't think it was even done accelerating either, at 211. See, now I got skid marks there. You see that? I got skid marks when I braked in reverse, but I didn't going the other way. I still wish they would put at least a shape of a body in there, because it looks weird driving along with nobody in it. And 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It would go faster. I know it would go faster if I messed with the gearing. 212 strikes me as a good number to stop here, though. Let's go home. Okay. I really like this car. I like it an awful lot. I am inclined to hang on to it, at least for a while. Let's see how much it's worth now. $111,000. So I bought it for $6,700, and I could sell it for $111,000. So that was definitely a good buy. Lots of profit to be had there. I mean, $105,000 in profit after purchasing parts and everything. I wonder if it includes it. I'm sure it doesn't include my labor, but still. I wanted to see the mileage on this car. 103,000 miles on this car. Yeah, I think the mileage still affects the value. The other Fairlady Z that I built after this one had a little bit less than it had less mileage than this. This car is worth 86 grand. The other one I built was worth like 89 or 90 grand, and it had slightly less mileage, which I think is the reason why. It made a difference in 2018. I assume it makes a difference here. But yeah, for the time being, I'm going to hang on to this. I like looking at it. It's a really cool looking car, and I'm really pleased with it. So I think I'm going to hang on to it for a little while until I finally find the Datsun Fairlady, the new model. The 370Z, I keep forgetting which one it is. And that's another thing that bugs me. I wish they would I mean, they have the Japanese spec versions. They're right-hand drive, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that per se, but I would really like to see the US spec car with the left-hand steering wheel as well. Maybe we'll get that someday. Who knows? So that's going to wrap this one up. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you again here for our next junkyard adventure, car rebuild, whatever, as we make it up as we go along. So on that note, bye for now.